What's up, guys? Welcome back to the show. Today we're going to check out Russell Simmons' dark secrets being exposed. This is something I saw a few days ago. I didn't do that because I wanted to do it actually. I wanted to check out what's going on because apparently he's been doing some really crazy things and it's kind of rank. So I'm excited. We'll be checking out. The channel is impressive. Make sure you gotta go check out our channel. The link will be below in the description of the video and to the original channel. But yeah, let's get into the site. See just what dark secrets and how dark are we talking about. Let's get into it. Let's see what's going on. Also, I skipped the intro just because.
Everybody, welcome to the impressive channel. It wasn't a good Father's Day for Russell Simmons because he is
Apparently not.
harassed by his children and his ex-wife. Now, for those who don't know, Russell Simmons is a hip-hop mogul. He's actually one of
Legend.
the founders of Def Jam Records.
Maybe not. I can't say anymore. Maybe, but
in the 90s.
he was a legend.
Supermodel, and she's also the founder
Gorgeous.
of
Still pretty to the day.
And Russell met Kimora when she was only a teenager. So
yeah,
history is very
that's very common. Always meet somebody as a teenager and a celebrity industry.
Kimora was still in high school.
Correctly. That's nasty.
I was a very young.
That's grooming. That's what we call that. He was grooming her.
Young,
probably no. You were too young. If he's 35, you're in high school. There's no problem. You are too young.
I was.
Say the age. Because high school, you talk about 17, 16, 15.
High school in St. Louis, Missouri.
I'm so proud.
I was.
You was modeling in high school?
16 years old. Like,
okay, so
I've known you, and everybody knows. Again, that's documented. You can see.
And it's still disgusting.
I was maybe a sophomore. I know it was.
Oh my god!
Prom, senior prom, because I went to both of those proms alone with my friends when I was dating them. So it was definitely long before junior and senior prom. I think it was around sophomore.
You said dating them. You were dating your friends.
School. And again, everybody knows this in my life. You know, I was walking around. They see me. The point of it is, I've known you a long time, and I've seen lots of stuff, and I just choose to not go there.
So it's pretty obvious that
is nasty, man.
But
yeah,
it's something that people have turned a blind eye to for years. But they did go on to get married.
And unfortunately, that does happen that happens so much in the celebrity industry where just people are just because this person is famous, whatever, we just turn a blind to it. You know, it's kind of just how society just be like, oh, we don't want our favorite person or our favorite artist, somebody look up to the rest. It's just they realize that it's a bad person, so we're just gonna pretend like that didn't happen.
Walking around, they see me. The point of it is, I've known you a long time, and I've seen lots of stuff, and I just choose to not go there.
So it's pretty obvious that Kimora was groomed, but
yeah, it's nasty.
People have turned a blind eye to for years. But they did go on to get married, and they have two daughters named Ming and Aoki. And after 11 years of marriage, they did get a divorce, but they still maintained.
Probably should have been together.
Peacefully co-parenting with each other. Kimora Lee went on to have more children, and he embraced her children as well. So it seemed like everything was okay. They were a blended family, but it wasn't.
Things always like what they seem, right?
Things started to change. Now, Russell Simmons was caught up in a huge scandal where he was being accused of SA. And Rolling Stone did a timeline.
How many times are we going to see these accusers, man?
A lot of accusers.
You can't trust any man in the industry, bro.
Caught up to him. He actually fled the country, and he is now living in Bali.
Oh, okay.
His businesses have been kind of going under
because he's not there to run them.
Some money issues. So things haven't been.
Yeah, I heard he broke completely
with his relationship with his family. In fact, in 2018, he filed a lawsuit against Kimora Lee and her husband Tim Leisner because he felt like they were stealing money from him. Now, Russell, Kimora, and her husband Tim had
it's always something nasty
energy drink company called Celsius, but things took a turn for the worse because.
When you live with moderate to severe Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis, your day can be full of
I don't care.
Because Tim got caught up in this whole embezzlement scheme and he pled guilty to bribery and money laundering charges. Russell was mad at Kimora and Tim, and he felt like they were stealing money from the shares from their company to pay off Tim's fees.
To be fair,
fees. So that was a whole messy situation.
I wouldn't trust him after he pleaded guilty to that.
The lawsuit that he filed against her was completely fraudulent. He was accusing her of things that she did not do. And she put it
Yeah, I don't know why you'd be
Russell was
distrusted of
involved
her,
in
but
all of
him
those
definitely.
things, which is why he lost a lot of money.
Some years ago, recently, this ex in question brought a lawsuit against me and my
This
family.
ex in question. I was looking. They say like we don't know who you're talking about.
Crazy stuff like
Just say his name. We know who you're talking about. The ex in
crazy
question.
stuff like
Or maybe she can't for
embezzling,
legal reasons or something.
you know,
But like we know who you're talking
laundering,
about.
defrauding, all these things. Again, everybody.
Is he still married to that guy?
Nothing could be like further from the truth. You know, none of that. I didn't flee the country. I don't run. I don't have to hide from anybody. I didn't commit any atrocities that I need to answer for, you know, here or in the next life, at the gates, wherever I'm going to get. I don't have to do that. Like
Okay.
people.
All right. She putting it before God. All right.
To the guy, like,
She's super confident.
And I got that, and I'm this and that. None of that could be further from the truth. You know, he has turned around, and then again, I have records and evidence.
Yeah, 'cause I thought he was worth hundreds of millions of dollars.
You have it, text messages. I'm broke. I this, I that. I can't. You know, go get it from your mom.
Now is he lying?
Financially carrying this person probably for the last at least 10 years.
What?
Taking care of this person to the tune of many millions of dollars.
Maybe he should have stuck with Jay. Shit.
Their companies.
He was this broke?
Their unsuccessful bids, all of their stuff. You tell the one guy doing this interview, you're so rich, you're this and that.
Now it's crazy because like Russell Simmons was supposed to be a genius. You know, he helped start Rockefeller. You hear me? And to think that apparently he's a horrible businessman, which maybe makes sense why he lost it. And then the fact he's been constantly getting to bad deals, running business to the ground. Like honestly, I'm a little shocked to hear that he's that terrible. Not with just his money, but just with his business overall. Like that's crazy to me.
But yet in reality, I think you're probably pretty broke.
Damn.
So
I know this gotta hurt to have your exes put you on blast like that. And pretty much saying she been taking care of you this entire time and the whole family.
The stuff that she's been going through from her husband being a scammer to her ex-husband.
So is he still married to her?
I mean, the whole situation sounds so stressful. But
she's still so pretty.
Even worse because Russell is now taking the anger he has for Kimora out on his two children.
How could you fall so bad, Russell? What?
And this is why his children have issues with him now.
And it should never become between you and your kids. It should never get to that. If you have a problem with her, have a problem with her.
Very kindly at all. In fact, he cut them off. He cut them off financially.
From what?
Haven't been on speaking terms.
Apparently he's been broke. What did he cut him off of?
So Russell would be on his Instagram page posting messages about his daughters.
Those are pretty too.
In reality, he doesn't really have a relationship with them. Their relationship is very strained. Now, the drama got triggered even more on Father's Day. Russell and Kimora's oldest daughter, Ming, went on Instagram and wished Kimora a happy Father's Day.
Damn.
He said, stop telling fathers they should have fought harder to see their children and start asking mothers why he had to fight at all. So he was kind of putting the blame on. Okay,
like, all right. I've seen situations before, and I got to talk about, yes, there are situations where there is sometimes the dad, you know, wants to do there, or the mother doesn't want to be there. But a lot of situations, a lot of times the fathers aren't there. They don't want to be there. Like, it's not just on one thing. It's not just like, oh, all fathers don't want to be there, so mothers have to be the fathers. Or it's not where all fathers do want to be there, but the mother doesn't want to, like, for any reason. It's a case-by-case situation. So, and apparently in this situation, it seems like Russell was there, you know, but at least it seems that way. But I guess up until now, over the past few years, she's just been growing this with them, and just been meaner and meaner. Until, yeah, like I said before, even if you have a problem with your ex-wife, you should never bring it out on your kids. You never take it out on your kids. Your kids should always be safe from whatever problems you and your ex are having. Because at the end of the day, they're innocent in this, and they're innocent in anything y'all have between each other, so it should never involve the kids.
Kimora for his children turning against him. However, the reason why his relationship with his children is strained is because he did cut them off financially.
Cut them off for what? She just said he was broke.
The underlying reason why they're going through what they're going through now.
He said they were broke. What did he cut them off from? What?
And Kimora's current husband, Tim, is struggling because he owes millions and millions of dollars.
Why is she still married to the guy if he's a scammer?
I mean, the family has been going through a lot of different transitions.
Why is she still married to him?
So things are hard, but on top of that, Russell has not been kind to his children and his children's mother behind the scenes. He allegedly was threatening them. In fact, Kimora Lee posted this on her IG story. This is how you maneuver with the world and women all around you. Your threats and lies and intimidation maneuvers and tactics.
If he's broke, but you taking care of him, how do you have the ability to threaten anything?
Enough is enough.
Or maybe he knows secrets or something. I don't know.
Ming would never work again, and that you would ruin her. And then
really?
This is how you learn if people don't mess with you, then they don't mess with you.
You said that about your own daughters, bro? Like, what the fuck? Okay, like, that's wrong. If he really say about his own daughters, that's completely out of the line. Like, again, like, no, dude, come on. You're a real man, father. You don't do that to your children.
Revealed that Russell talks crazy to them behind the scenes. She even posted a video of him screaming at her at the top of his lungs. And the video is on mute, so you can't make out what he said. But Aoki,
you can see the anger in his face. I'm looking right now.
Her to have panic attacks, and now she wants nothing to do with him. And
damn, panic.
The text messages she would get from him. So in this text message, Aoki said, "I'm out here praying for you and hoping everything goes well, and you call my mother a piece of S." And he responded and said, "Neutral my blank. I don't even appear in your media, and your mother has stolen my money and the love of my kids as she promised. She is
what money?
She is." And she said, "You will never see me again. I'll never speak to you until you die. Don't ever say that again. She did not steal it. You lost it." He said, "She is a piece of ish. Piece of ish." And Aoki said,
"Oh my god, this is nasty." Oh god, like, look, I'm not there. I don't know the situation. I don't know, like, who stole what, who stole who. It does seem like he does have a lot of problems, though, especially anger problems. But this is ridiculous. You should never talk to your kids like this. Your daughter didn't do anything. Never. Like, this. Oh my god, this is ridiculous. You call her, like, I understand she's defending her mother, but you should never. Oh my god. Like, I've been in a situation. My father wasn't there growing up. My father wasn't there growing up. We knew our father and we hung over our father and stuff. He wasn't there all the time. And it did have a certain effect. And sometimes there will be arguments and stuff like that in between text messages, but it was never anything this bad. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, no. This is unacceptable, Russell.
You lost it with your actions. Aoki went on to say that she thinks her father is mentally ill and he's experiencing
seems like it,
like dementia.
I did also want to come on here and say that
I feel so bad, man. Like, they're going through so much. Sometimes it's the children that suffer the most when the two parents are warring with each other. Damn it! Stop it.
You can get 2 years of Grubhub Plus free.
I know.
Just lashed out at anyone he can and completely changed the person that he is. A lot of us feel like maybe something's wrong.
The fact that they feel this hurt, to me, it's just unacceptable. The children should never feel like that.
But
if you have a problem with your ex-wife, you keep it to your ex-wife.
I will come on here and talk about whatever I want because it's my life and I'm the one suffering. So, wow. He has completely changed. The couple texts I just had, those are only the beginning.
Now, then apparently their stepfather isn't that great anyway.
But if he tries,
because he's out here being a scammer.
I have screen recordings, I have voice memos of things that it doesn't sound like a human being. He's like shrieking and yelling, and I mean, he sounds like possessed. So, I will say, I'm not even sure if it's like to his credit, but the best explanation I have is something mental going on. Because I used to be very close with my dad. He used to be a good co-parent, close with my mom, my stepdad. He was his godfather to my little brothers.
Oh, your stepdad's a scammer, so
every year, like, very close. Well after the divorce, everyone was really happy. When he had business ventures, my mom would invest in them. Like,
yeah, apparently.
Stay with us, like. We come stay there.
Apparently, she's been keeping him afloat all this time. He's a terrible businessman.
And then, really, he suddenly just decided that, like, if we don't agree, it's, oh, you're all bitches like your mother. I hate you. All these fucking bitches are the same. Oh my.
Shit.
I mean,
Damn, did he really call them bitches?
He has, like, looked me in the eye, and I've been like, I need help. I was in Greece doing a camp, and I was like, you cut off my debit card. I only got like $100 a month.
Oh, he extra broke. So I thought this guy's supposed to have a net worth over 100, but again, like this is crazy to me. Because if he really is calling a bitch, like even if they said like you're in a situation, you're fighting your wife, and your kid's taking their side, again, you never take that out on your kid. You show them that you still love them, that you still care for them, and no matter what's going on with mommy and daddy, that you're never gonna put them down, even if they do take the other parent's side. You know, you never do that. And if he really is calling them bitches and stuff like that, then no, that's it's just unacceptable.
Month.
You're all you're doing is
And I was
prove to
like,
them
I
that their mom is right. If you really are trying to get them on your side, that's not the way you want to do it.
And he was just like, no.
Damn.
I sure hope that you don't die on the streets of Thessaloniki. And I was like, no, like I'm really stranded out here. I need help. And he's like, well, maybe you should ask your mother not to sue me. And I'm like, you're suing her. And he's like, well, maybe when you just decide you're gonna like be reasonable, I'll help you. And I'm like, this is unsafe. It's nighttime.
Wow.
You cut me off out of nowhere. And he did it like on purpose. He was like, oh, enjoy camp. I put like, you're good to go. I put money in your car. And then he cut it off when I landed. So I'd be stranded. My mom helped me. It was fun. Worst things have happened. I'm just saying, he'll like look me in the eye and be like, well, maybe when you just decide to. Like,
this thing sounds fucking insane. Oh my god.
So
he did that to his own daughter?
I thought it was important to include because if we do continue to
what type of freak?
and some of the things that I post are going to look crazy, and I agree, they're crazy. And it would honestly make me feel better if something was severely wrong, because this is just not the father that I know.
Yeah, because this is something sounds like an evil asshole, some anime villain character. What the fuck?
To this day, I would never let a man talk any kind of way to me because my dad was always good to me, and then he just completely changed.
This shit is crazy, man.
So, I just want to include that it could be that, and I don't know his mental situation, but like he used to do kind of crazy stuff, and then say he had COVID, so we'd all call him, or if we'd say, hey, I need some space because all you do is tell me how awful I am and how I have my mom's awful shitty ass cunt genetics. So if I'm in school and harassing
shit, man, like this is too much, man. I can't imagine having my parent, the person I'm supposed to love or protect me, just telling me like that, man. What the fuck?
You would come at this point and try to attack my kids or my family is crazy. But it's funny how this particular person, if you again go look back, you'll see on their page that they post all these pictures like we're together, like we're friends. They've even posted pictures and then said like, I just got off the phone with my kids. They sent me this great picture. None of that's true.
So he's lying, trying to keep appearances.
Bottom line, like probably the breaking point for all of this was over the past many months.
This is
when their
crazy.
dads just sort of cut them off.
I mean, it's not even cut them off a month.
A little bit of cash to their like monthly, college.
It seems like you were paying the majority.
There was no more money coming in, no more like allowance, quote unquote allowance. I think he probably did that just to double up the expenses on me, which is no problem. I stepped up, I did it. I think that was very tough for them that their dad
to you, that was great.
And cut off conversation and cut off helping them.
But again, I'm just saying, what I'm hearing, like, she's the one with all the money. She's the one with all the millions. Like, it seems like, I don't know. He said she's going to get a couple of hundred. So it's like, what are you really cutting off? When the last time I checked that his net worth, he was worth like over $100 million, I think. So it's kind of crazy to me that like he's cutting them off. I'm like, cut them off for what? You're cutting them off like of chump change, like at least compared to what they get. Like it's just weird to me because he's like, I cut you off. I'm like, cut me off for what? A few dollars?
Cut the kids off.
I won't be able to go buy McDonald's anymore.
No more like allowance, quote unquote allowance. I think he probably did that just to double up the expenses on me, which is no problem.
And again, why is he still married to her husband if he's just giant scammer? That's one thing I'm trying to figure out. They're still married. Somebody let me know down below if she's like in the process of divorce or something, because that doesn't make sense.
He even said things to them like, why did you go to college? You shouldn't have gone to college. You wasted that money. You could have saved it. While I'm up here trying to hustle the kids over the finish line. The point of saying all this is that if you look, this person has not been to any events, did not come to graduation, no.
This is crazy, man.
Wasn't particularly wanted, but no one stopped you. Hasn't sent a flower or a gift or a kind word.
It just seems horrible.
Cut the kids off when they were traveling around. Like Yoki was on a trip to Greece with the classics department. She didn't know that her little debit card or whatever wasn't working. That was a whole mess. You do not stand up and support your family. You scream and stand there on the side and throw tantrums, and
He seems like baby.
you're a spoiled brat when
No
something.
wonder him and Jay-Z broke apart. Man, Jay-Z was
I
smart. Jay-Z was probably smart to get away from him.
times alone. I'm just asking that you please leave us alone. You know, I've tried to go to lawyers and get help. I've tried to show all the crazy texts I've had to block. Like, you do crazy shit, like send flowers to yourself and take a picture and post it on the gram and tell everybody I sent you flowers. Again, I have receipts.
Yeah, that's definitely some federal attraction shit. That's creepy.
Flowers to yourself without
That's
permission.
weird.
I have all of this.
That screams just levels of narcissism. Like, oh my god, bro, this dude. He sounds like a fucking anime villain. Like Homelander from The Boys or some shit.
From years ago, making you think that they're right there, right down the street, right now.
Super good in the public, but really an evil asshole behind doors.
The comments, you can see they're blocked. We don't talk to them. These are all lies. They've been through so much. Don't attack my family, which is supposed to be your family too. Don't do that because you're at rock bottom. I don't know. Hypothetically, you're at rock bottom. You've hit the bottom. I don't know. You're grasping at straws. I don't know if this is a money grab. I don't really know what this is.
Yeah, he probably needs his shit.
Stop popping your shit over here on this side of the fence to the moms that are doing whatever they're doing to hold it down. And I've done everything to hold it down for my 5 kids.
Amen. My mom got shit, more of us. Amen. I was raised by a single mother, so I can really feel for that.
Solidify everything, to validate everything. If you always look, whenever they get into trouble, they always want to hop up on the live and do a half screen with me. Again, this was years ago because we don't speak now. But, I'm always the one that kind of puts out the fire. I'm also the one that always runs to the defense of all my friends. He just kind of turns and manipulates the press and people and to believe, anything like gaslighting.
And the press and people will believe anything. That's how society works. Of course, people will believe anything they hear or see online. They see on the press without any evidence of anything.
How many countless women have said this? Have been told this, I should say, or would say this to you. Myself and my 2 girls who are adults included, I'm just tired of the mind games. I'm tired of all the manipulation. I'm tired of the lies. You should be saying thank you. Usually you do say thank you to me. Usually you have said that. Like, let's ask the world where this turned. Usually I'm the best mom. Usually you're preaching all these things. That's what I'm saying. One time it's a yogi preaching all.
Probably was just talking to her ear that,
addictive lying.
Get her, make her feel good. So he would then ask for something. I'm assuming. Like, oh, you're such a great mom. Like, could you help me out with this? Because this idea just went under. I told you this was a good investment. Yeah, it's not. So I need you to help me out with this. But yeah, you're an amazing mom.
Junior, thank you that I've raised all these kids. Thank you that I've never spoken out about you and the things that you've done and the way that you are. You should thank me. Thank me that I've helped you support your business. Every single person that works in your company, I can name them by name. I have paid for them on payroll. Every person that's in your house right now for years, and I have receipts to the tunes of.
But what has this nigga paid for? She's saying the employees, the houses, means probably the maids and the upkeep. What has he paid for? Because apparently it's straight nothing. Not he probably didn't pay for the dirt in his fucking garden right now. Like, oh my god. Like, she's like, what has? So for all these years, has he just been broke? Damn. That is insane, man.
Millions. You should say thank you. Like,
he should, if it's really that.
The whole narrative that the parent who.
If that's what she's saying is all true, she's been paying. Like, you should say thank you. You should be begging on your knees.
Fired through the thick and the thin is wrong. Or that the kids who are old enough, adults, to speak up for themselves are brainwashed, or that you told the world, ask the mother why it had to be that way. You sent that, ask the mother, so the mother is responding.
Damn.
Yeah.
And responding with fire too. She is not holding back.
We don't deal with you. We don't see you. We're not even in close proximity to you. You have fled away. We don't deal with you. You know, like they say, Andrea is saying, like, what goes on behind closed doors. I've seen some of what goes on behind closed doors, and I don't like it. I don't choose to be a part of it. That's why you can always see, where is Kimora? She's apart from the BS. Where's Kimora's kids? They're apart from the BS.
As they should be. As they should be.
Leave us
They should not be involved.
alone. That's all that we ask. Stop threatening my kids. Stop harassing us. Stop lying. Stop posting these things on your story like we're friends. Stop posting this lying narrative. Stop telling the world you're so rich when we know you not.
Yeah, apparently you really not.
Taking a toll. Lawsuits and accusations.
Shit, the way it sounds, you might be working at McDonald's.
Okay, if you want to be a yogi,
sorry.
like really live that in your heart. I used to always say, from when I was young, if you were a fraction of the dad or a fraction of the person that the world thinks you are,
I mean, I was never a huge like fan of Russell Simmons, but I thought he was like an okay guy who was still doing good.
It takes a village, I will say that, but they don't
Yep.
need someone who is
Takes a village, a
narcissistic,
country, a world.
emotionally not supportive, abusive, physical, mental, emotional.
I hope he has not been
financial.
putting his hands on his daughters in
That's
his
what we're
life,
talking
bro.
about right now. Financial abuse you tried to inflict upon my kids. You tried by, withholding.
Yeah, leaving your daughter stranded, bro?
Or even maybe more allowance. That don't work.
Bro, are you like insane?
Me now, fool, watching this, I'm sure. Like, I'm not your friend. We're not friends. Like, the stuff that you've done to our family is just too much.
Yeah.
Go in peace. Go and serve the Lord, whatever Lord you serve. That's funny because on the one hand, you have all this yogi preaching, this yogi karmic love.
Is he gets to like one of those people who preaches that stuff but don't live it?
The real side, the real things come out, and you're like super, vindictive and mean and lying.
So that was some of what Kimora Lee said in her live.
Damn, that is
video.
crazy, man.
There was a lot to digest there. It's really sad that they took this to the public, but I think
It's just like they had no choice.
Children and Kimora are at their wits' end, and Russell seems to be going out of control. I mean, the whole situation is just crazy, but I hope
That is exhausting. I feel bad she had to watch and put this whole video together because that is a lot.
What Kimora and Aoki said. He said something to the effect of God is testing him, and he did say he's deeply sorry for being frustrated and he loves his children more than he loves himself. It's one thing to say,
Do you really, bro? I know, right?
To act totally different.
Yep.
Is very
Gotta keep up public appearances.
I think he needs to really show his children that he cares instead of putting posts up and trying to create this facade that he's just this peaceful, loving family man. We know that Russell's on the run and he's hiding away from those accusations and he's losing funds and he can't stand Kimora.
He gonna go broke at some point.
Probably is going crazy too. But that doesn't mean he has to take out his anger and frustration
On his kids. They should never be involved.
Girls. Anyway, tell what you all think about this video down below. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video if you care. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
Alright guys, I'm stopping right there. Thank you guys for watching. That was absolutely crazy. Like, just insane to hear the fact that this man has been doing this to his kids. Absolutely insane. Again, like, I never really knew much about Russell Simmons. I never followed him. I just knew him because, like, obviously Rockefeller and Jay-Z. But to think that he's this on the hands right now, like, I don't even know. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, so subscribe, please share, and share. There will let me know Christian reads the video to read the channel. Please go check out Impressive. She always delivers great videos. Make sure to follow me on social media in the description as well. You can request videos or if you want to just chat. Make sure to let me know in the comments if you think reaction, you like whether you hate it or anything else you want me to change. Like, did I talk too much? Did I watch too much? Did I not pause? And let me know. But this I cracks them out. Peace.